Hello, I'm now going to record Daf Kuf Yud Part 2. And the next is going to have a long list of refuahs. Anyway, Lizava, a woman whose menstrual flow doesn't stop, Tlasa B'chamra, all three ingredients, that's the Alexandrian sap and the tzrif, this earth from the wine barrel, and the saffron, b'chamra with wine, v'loy mi'akra, it's not going to cause sterility. V'ilai, and either if you don't have it or if it didn't work, laisi, tlosa kfiza, you bring 3 kalim, each one holds 3 lug, full of shamchi parsoi, full of Persian onions, nishlek b'chamra, cook it in wine, v'nashkia, give it to her to drink, v'neimelo, and say, kum mizoivech, let the flow stop. V'ilai, either you did it, it didn't work, or you don't have the ingredients, Loisva Proshas Rochem, she should stand at a crossroad, V'linket HaKosa Dechamer B'yoda, hold a cup of wine in her hand, V'leisi Inish Mi'achayra V'liv Asa, somebody should come behind her and scare her suddenly, V'leimal and say, Kum Mizoivech, your flow should stop. V'layin, if not, Laiti Buna de Kamuna, bring a fistful of cumin, Ubuna de Marika, and a fistful of saffron, Ubuna de Shavlilosa, and a fistful of fenugreek, V'nishlek b'chamra, cook it in wine, v'nashkia, give her to drink, v'neimela, and tell her, kum mizayvech, let your flow stop. V'loi, otherwise, laiti shitin shi'i dedana, take 60 seals of lime, which seal wine barrels, v'leshafya, and rub it on her body, v'leimela, and say to her, kum mizayvech, let your flow stop. V'loi, if not, laiti pashtina, bring a type of low-growing grass, V'lishlek b'chamra, cook it in wine, al-shafya, rub it on her body, v'neimel, and say to her, kum mizayvech, let it stop. V'loin, if not, laiti charnuga de higsa rumisa, you bring a grass called charnuga that grows by Roman thorn bushes, v'likli, and burn it, v'lisba b'shachki de kitana b'kaita, and the ashes you put into worn linen garments during the summer, or b'shachki damar gufna b'sisva, or you rub that ash into worn cotton garments in the winter, and she puts it on to heal herself. Vilai, otherwise, lichri sheva biri, to dig 7 pits, velikli behu shabishta yaldu da arla, in each one to burn a branch of a vine, which is a young vine, it's still arla, and then velinka the kosa the chamr biyada, hold a cup of wine in her hand, veluk b'miha v'lois ve'aha, veluk b'miha v'lois ve'aha. She should go into one pit and then get up from the pit and go into the second, from the second to the third. And each pit where she sits, Leimala, say to her, Kum mizayvech, let it stop. Vilay, and if not, Laisi smida, bring fine flour. V'lischami palgoy lisatoi, and she should rub it on the lower part of her body. V'leimala, and say, Kum mizayvech, let it stop. Vilay, and if not, Laisi beyaso denamisa, you bring an egg of a bird called a basayana. Likely burn it, v'lisba v'shachki de kitana b'kaita, v'shachki damargufna b'sisva, and rub that ash either in worn out linen garments in the summer or worn out cotton garments in the winter, and then she puts it on. V'lain, if not, liftach la chavita de chamr lishma, open a barrel of wine in her name, and she should drink a lot of wine. V'ilai, and the last one is limkit sarta de mishtakach b'kufta de kudna chivara, take barley, a barley which is found in the dung of a white mule. Einokta chad yoma, if she holds it in her hand one day, paska treyayim, it'll stop her flow for 2 days. Einokta, if she holds that barley in her hand for treyayim for 2 days, paska tlosayim, it'll stop her flow for 3 days. Einokta tlosayim, if she holds it for 3 days, paska la'ilam, her flow will stop forever. Le yerekaina, for this illness called yerekaina, maybe jaundice, train only 2 out of the previous 3 ingredients, either the Alexandrian sap or the tzrif or the saffron. You do 2 of them with beer, umiakar, but that will cause sterility. Vilay, if not laisi reisha de shibuta de milcha, you take the head of a fish called shibuta which was salted, velishlik, cook it b'shichra and beer, velishli, and drink it. Vilay, if not, laisi munine de kamtzi, bring the brine of grasshoppers, the sauce. Yuleko menina de kamtzi, if you don't have that, laisi munina de nakiri, bring the sauce from this small bird called nakiri. Vili aile lebebani, you take the sick person into the bathhouse. v'leshafia, rub his body with that brine. V'leke be'bani, if you don't have a bathhouse, lukme bein tanur leguda, he should stand between the oven and the wall where it's hot, and rub that brine on his body. And Rabbi Yochanan says, if you want to heat up a person that has this sickness, so he should sweat out the sickness, you should wrap him in the sheet of another man who has the sickness. Rav Acha bar Yosef Chashbe, Rav Acha bar Yosef had Yerokain, Ovid lay Rav Kahana, V'itasi. Rav Kahana wrapped Rav Acha bar Yosef in the sheet of someone else that had it, and V'itasi, he was healed. V'loyin, if not lysit losik fize tamri parasiyasa, you bring 3 kalim, each one holds 3 lugin of Persian dates, losik fize the kira denish terufi, and 3 kalim, each one holding 3 lugin of wax that overflowed from a beehive, udlosuk or honeycomb, and it losuk fize aloe toiloana, and 3 of these kalim with a plant called aloe, v'lishlukinu, cook it b'shichron beer, v'lishti, let him drink it. V'loyin, if not, laiti ilo bar chamora, you take a female young donkey from a female older donkey. V'ligalach mitziosa dereisha, the patient should shave the center of his head. V'lishpik leidama mi'apuse, and take some blood from the donkey and put it, take some blood from the forehead of the donkey and put it on the shaved part of his head. V'lois ve'areisha, put it on his head. But v'lizor, to be very careful, me'ene, that he doesn't get any of the blood in his eye, le'lisamilu, it shouldn't blind him. V'loyin, if not, laiti reisha de barcha de manach bekivsha, take a ram's head which was pickled in vinegar or brine, v'lishle, cook it b'shichron beer, v'lishle, and then drink it. Leisa reisha de barcha of a ram, I think I said donkey. Leisa reisha de barcha, take the head of a ram, a kosher ram, which was pickled in vinegar or brine, cook it in beer, and drink it. V'loyin, if not, leisi dover achar chutrana, you bring a spotted pig, v'likre, and cut it open, v'loisve, and put it alibe, on his heart. V'loyin, if not, leisi karsi mikavtusa de mishrei, you should get some leek that grows from the center of the row, which is very strong, and eat it, and that'll cure the yerakona. Hahut hayo, there was an Arab, the Chashbe, that had Yerakain. Omer le'legino, he told the gardener, Shkol glimoy, take my garment as payment, and v'havli, give me mishra the karsi, give me a row of leek, because he wanted to take the middle one out in order to eat it. Yovle, the gardener, gave him a row, v'acholi ate it. Then Omer le, then the Arab said, Oishlan glima, can you lend me the garment? I just want to, the igni be kili, I want to sleep a little bit. Ikarach gana be, the Arab went to sleep in the garment. Kadi chamam, when he got hot, become, and he got up from his sleep, his heat had been so strong that nafal porta mine, that the talus fell away from him in pieces because of the heat his body gave off. Liyirekainu, we said before, if somebody has jaundice, this yirakain, it's trained, 2 of those 3 ingredients, cooked b'shichron beer, umiakar, and he becomes sterile. But in Mishari, how are you allowed to drink something that will sterilize? But Tanya, we learned in the Braisa, minayin l'seiris ba'adam shu aser. How do you know that it's usher to sterilize someone? Talmud Lamer, it says, Ba'artza chem loisasu. It could have said, Ba'aretz loisasu. What's the chem? Ba'chem loisasu. A person is not allowed to sterilize himself either. It's divrei Rabbi Chanina. That's if you do a physical act of sterilization. You cut something. But hocha me'atzmahu. Here, when you drink this potion, it just happens by itself. A person just loses the ability to reproduce. Damar Rabbi Yochanan says, "Haraitza sheyisaris tarnagol." If somebody wants to sterilize a rooster, yitel karbaltai me'elav. You just mistaris me'elav. You take off his comb, and then he becomes sterile. So you see that you can actually sterilize someone or something not by touching the reproductive organs, but simply by doing something else, and that's not an isur of sirus. Frag the Gemara of Omer of Ashi. Rav Ashi says, "Rumus rucha denikitale." When you take the comb off the rooster, he's not really sterile. He just is not in the mood of having relations anymore. But according to Rav Ashi, it's also to sterilize even if you're not doing it directly but only causing it. And Lazuk the Gemara b'soris. If the man already was a soris, then he's allowed to drink this cup of potion in order to save himself from yerokain. There's a machlokes tanoim whether women are chayiv in the mitzvah of pru or vu. And the Gemara says that according to Rabbi Yochanan and Broika, where a woman is chayiv in pruravu, so she's not allowed to drink a potion which will sterilize her. But according to the Rabbanah, the women are potter from pruravu, then she could drink that potion. Merchas Chinuch asks if the Isser of Sirus is even on Balei Chayim, who don't have any mitzvah of Priya Verivya, so the mitzvah, the Isser of Sirus should be on an Isha also, even if she doesn't have mitzvah of Priya Verivya. Merchas Chinuch quotes a Toras Kahanim, which has Rabbi Yehuda makes a drasha that there's a special pasuk that the Isser of Sirus does not apply to Nashim. But if she has a mitzvah of Piri Verivya, then she wouldn't be allowed to do it in order, she shouldn't be blocked from Piri Verivya. But according to the Rabbanah, she has no mitzvah of Piri Verivya, and there's no Isser of Sirus based on the drush of Rabbi Yehuda, therefore she could drink a kais shel ikrid. But according to Rabbi Yochanan and Broika, even though she's not included in the law of Sirus, but she is prohibited because according to Rabbi Yochanan and Broika, she has the mitzvah of Piri Verivya. The Magid Mishnah is medayik from the Rambam that somebody who's Mesaris and Isha is not Chayv Malkis, but the Vilna Gaon says that being Mesaris and Isha is an Isser Deraisa. So Rav Moshe Feinstein said that according to that, a woman would not be able to have a hysterectomy unless it's a life-threatening medical condition. But then again, he's also mekel under extreme circumstances because the Shitas HaGroa, that sterilizing a woman is a Deraisa, is a Shitas HaYochid, and many others hold not like that. So therefore, if there's a great need, a woman can have a hysterectomy based on the other shitas that there's no isser to sterilize a woman. Mikol Tiv, we should hear Psuras Tavis hopefully soon. Have a good evening.